Someone's been run over by a snowcat. Hurry. He's been crushed.
Renner broke more than 30 bones from his shins to his eye socket. One rib pierced his liver.
Send paramedics, ambulance. We just need someone here right away.
We have help coming from all over right now. They're coming as fast as they can, okay?
By the time the paramedics got here, it's like I could kind of just give my body to them, you know. It was like I felt safe in their hands, you know. The cavalry was here. Tag team, you're it. I thought a lot about some of the first responders on scene. It's a selfish job, you know, and they put their lives on the line every day. They're my heroes, and I'm sure they are for so many people. I wanted to go back and thank a lot of people that helped me survive. I start to learn more and get interested in kind of what helps them and seeing how AI is a partner in it, because time is of the essence. And that's what got me really interested in RapidSOS and when AI is used as a tool, how it can be so effective. The more I understood about their jobs, the more I would understand, like, wow, man, who's going to help our helpers? I got to learn a lot more about what their jobs are behind the scenes. Not unlike if I was going to play their role in a movie, and I found it fascinating.
Oh, hey, thank you again. Yeah, thanks for coming in. Jesse, thank you, sir.
What we found is, like, if you're a 911 telecommunicator, your job is figure out, like, where is it, how severe is it, and get units rolling, right? And you can imagine when you're in an emergency, how do you articulate your location, let alone like how severe it is? We're trying to use kind of AI to sit next to 911, almost like a co-pilot, that AI who's sitting next to that human and, you know, backing them up. The captain flies the plane, the co-pilot reads all those sensors and like says, all right, this is what you need to focus on.
Like Michael said, the platform's gonna get it. You can see it pop up here. We get the latitude and longitude of the caller immediately. We start to plot it and put things in action.
Which is, you know, before, this was all phone calls, man. Like,
Right. Yeah.
Every second matters, as Jeremy knows, you know. Yeah.
When it comes to data, I don't think there's anything better. And when the AI is used as a tool like it is here, or like you said, it's like a co-pilot. Pilot's still flying the plane, like the operator's still operating. You know, AI is not going to come save a person out of a building, right? People do this, right? No one's going to replace that.
Especially in Jeremy's instance, I mean, we had sheriffs, we had fire, we had, you know, incline, you know, medic units, we had CareFly, we had the hospital.
Yeah.
You know, and at the time, you know, before this, you know, AI, everything was relayed by radio and on-scene communication.
What's up, bud?
What's up, Jerry?
What's happening?
Good, man.
Good.
How you doing?
All good. This is Jesse. He's sort of my connection to all emergency services. Really, he's an ex-firefighter. He got too old, so he can't fight fires anymore, right?
That's right.
But
yeah.
he served well, and he got me interested in all this stuff, which I love, man. Jesse is a friend of mine, and you know, he taught me a lot about public service in a way, about community, about this community. I never thought I'd be invested or involved in emergency services, but now I'm deeply vested in it, as you can see. I got quite a few machines.
Jeremy, being Jeremy, he wanted to save the world, you know, and just started buying one after another. We had intentions of using, you know, these trucks to really protect the community up here.
Smaller communities that don't have the budgets, I can kind of disperse them that way. That's always the intention, is to use the stuff. Which one is this one?
So this is the ambulance that transported Jeremy from the hospital to the airport as he was flying out to LA. The fire department just stood up their medic transport service, and it's something that he had in his roster, and he donated it to the fire department. Lo and behold, I don't know if you were the first customer or not, but you know, it was a full circle. You know, when I was in the fire department, the technology, as far as AI goes, we didn't have that, you know, so connecting those dots, unbelievable.
It's AI for good, right? And that's what RapidSOS has really taught me. It gathered so much information so quickly. We see how it can summarize things, especially seeing it work in real time in dispatch. How you doing? What's going on? I feel like I'm interrupting the classroom.
You can talk loud. You're not going to say much. Unfortunately, every dispatch center across the country is understaffed.
Right.
So
They're working 10-hour days on a baseline. How do we lighten their load? If you can have all of your non-emergency lines, or the majority of them, answered with AI, then you have people to answer 911 calls, and there's less wait time, you know?
Yeah.
Right
Like
now.
more important, like in bigger cities, you don't want to
Right.
flood the emergency lines, man, right?
If you try to call Metro right now, you'll wait on hold 8 to 10 minutes to get an operator. There's not a city, I think, in the country that couldn't benefit from having this platform.
Amazing. Wow.
Okay, so
I feel like one of the best tools that we've seen in the AI is call transcription and actually seeing summary details about calls in live time while they're happening. It's almost like putting AI in the seat next to you.
Started before paramedics and law enforcement were there.
So this is another.
I know the breadcrumbs, those green dots are super helpful, especially with a backcountry event. The search and rescue can see, okay, they started here and now they're going this direction, so they have a path that they can follow.
Yeah, we had lots of emergencies with avalanches and people getting buried this year, huh?
Yep.
Dude.
911, what's the location of your emergency? It's a male. Conscious, alert, and breathing. I'm going to send you a link to start the live video. On his phone, he's getting an alert that's going to ask him to allow us to video. And so this will be utilized to say, for example, if you can't talk, but we can tell there's an emergency, we would be able to click in, right? So we've got your location over here from the overview.
Right.
But then we can also see what's going on.
If you have somebody going to, like an officer going to that, would they ever get this video, or is it?
I have the ability to send this off to an officer so they can see what I can see as dispatch.
So you can share this to adjoining agencies, or actually we have a place you can share this to a cell number and to your real-time crime center.
Right.
So, yeah.
And then,
We
and
used it-
before, like, you're just on the phone. Amazing, dude. Wow.
That was our excitement in the last couple minutes.
One of the first conversations I had with RapidSOS was, can we get all of these tools into one screen? If we can do that, then we're going to have a great partnership here.
Thank you so
Thank
much
you.
for the education. Thank you for what you do. I appreciate it. The more services I think that RapidSOS can be applied to, I think the better. It's incredible what it can do.
We've always had to rely on, for lack of a better term, the telephone game. We get the information that somebody else got from somebody else. The RapidSOS system, as we're using it now, allows us to basically get everything instantaneously. Every deputy I know feels the same. There was a need to incorporate this.
Jason, we're getting a call for service in Sun Valley for a grand theft auto of a silver BMW.
All right, I'll go ahead and launch the drone. Utilizing RapidSOS, we can monitor 911 calls as they're coming in and get real-time information and make a decision very rapidly on whether or not to launch the drone, which helps us get eyes on scene a lot quicker.
It's almost like a bird's eye kind of view on an emergency event. The amount of data and information you can get on the scene, the drone will get there before a lot of times the first responders.
Yeah, get out of here.
Oh, yeah.
So what did you guys do today?
We went to dispatch.
Yeah.
And got to see RapidSOS.
Yeah, definitely probably changed since you were here, huh?
Yeah, quite a bit, especially with the drone and hearing those stories.
Now we have a drone.
There we go.
Having a bird's eye view of kind of what we're going into really provides some intel.
Yeah.
Kind of help locate people in the wilderness where we can't get to it. To even now, unfortunately, active shooters kind of do things.
I'm really interested in how it can protect first responders. If you help the first responders, then you're helping the people that have the emergency, you know what I mean?
Essentially,
So I think
we appreciate
that's
that for sure.
important, you know?
Yeah.
I got welcomed into a world of emergency services in a way from incident I had 3 years ago. I thought a lot about nurses and doctors. I thought a lot about some of the first responders on scene, but then there's new perspectives of dispatch. These are just all people part of our community, and they go home to their kids and they shop at the grocery store and do all these things, but they're superheroes and go out and jump through fires and pull people out of crashed cars, and you know, it's a real job and it's real life. Hey, nice to have you.
Tracy.
Hi, buddy. John Stevens.
Hey, what's happening? What's going on, brother?
John was the driver of this fire engine that responded to your call. And
Yeah,
Tracy, first officer on scene. John's a friend. Obviously, I call him a really good friend because he's the one that called me, and it was a domino effect from there.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
We couldn't get up to bottom of Sunridge, so we backed up, went around.
He thought he was going to roll you over, too, with the fire engine as
I
he
was
parked.
scared.
Again, it's
I
like,
got you taken care of. I went around the engine, fell underneath it, and slipped and broke my leg.
Did you really?
Yeah.
No.
can I take a ride on Curve Light?
We sent a deputy down to the hospital, just to kind of get some further detail and find out where you were so we could have them respond to where you're at too.
This is new frontier, and I think what I can be a part of here is something that I really believe in. And when you believe in something, you get behind it. That's why I'm doing this, to create awareness and to inform. It helps everyone. It just helps everyone.
It's exciting to see where this will go, man. I love it, man. I love it. What? Hawk one? There you go. There you go. I like it. My next step and next breath is the victory. Being alive is the win. And then sharing time with people is maybe the celebration of that victory, you know. That's all that matters.
Let's help our helpers.
Thank you, brother. Yeah. Thank you.
I'm glad you're okay.
Yeah, me too, man. Yeah, me too.